Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Mustafa Talib here with Cinemaking Productions. And today we're gonna dive deep into how we made a movie using my iPhone. Let's check it out. Now before we dive deep into how we made a movie using my iPhone, I want to invite you guys that if you're new to the channel, we do short films, we do behind the scenes, we do tutorials, unboxings, and even gear review. So consider subscribing if that's something that you're into, and like this video and share it with all your friends. And so now, let's take a look at how we made our movie, Say It. Hey there everybody, how's it going? I'm waiting for the guys to show up. This is exciting, doing the video. I'm very excited about this because I want to prove that you can make a film using just your cell phone. Yeah, you'll need a couple of accessories to make it better quality, but at the core of it, you're still using what's in your pocket to tell your story, and that's the point. You want to use any tool that you can at your disposal to make an awesome story. So here we go. First film using a cell phone. Let's do it.
Sir.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes.
So what's going on here?
We are preparing.
What are we doing
to
today?
record.
Do you have any idea what we're doing?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? You're jumping off a tree?
I'm gonna jump on him.
Are you ready for him to jump on you off of
No.
off of a tree?
No. I've actually never climbed a tree yet.
You never climbed a tree?
No.
Man, I feel like we should have had a training day for
Let's do a tutorial
this.
on how to climb a tree. You check your spots.
Check the spot. Okay.
And then you do like 1-2 steps.
1-2 steps.
And then you just...
Oh, so you need a running start. Oh, wow.
And then you fail.
Fail, okay. So that's a crucial part. Failure is a crucial part of learning.
Try it again.
There we go.
Oh yeah, like this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I totally missed that, but that was awesome. We got the directors, we got the actors, we got the behind the scenes.
The actors never acted before.
Wait, if he's behind the scenes, what are you?
I'm more active behind the scenes. I'm behind the behind the scenes.
All right, here we go, ready? First take, first shot, here we go. Action.
No, I definitely don't got it.
Are you sure you don't got it?
Bro.
How are you feeling about this?
You should be asking me. I'm about to jump off a tree.
I was coming to you. How do you feel, buddy?
Scared.
You're scared?
I'm terrified.
Is it the heights? Is it the fall?
All of them.
All of them?
Combination.
Did I hear a secret backflip? Hope no one else heard that. Oh shoot, he's about to do it. Oh shoot! That was crazy.
So this is gonna be like, yeah.
He still doesn't know where he wants to go.
So where are you gonna? I need
I'm
you to
sitting right here. If you want, I can
The
go
same
back,
place
but
where
it's
he
gonna
just
change
was, right?
place.
Right. Action. Right in front of you, you move, and then you're both gonna roll to your spots and jump up, and I'm gonna come around like this.
Like a Mortal Kombat scene.
Kind of, yeah.
Fight!
Action. And of course, it's gonna start delaying on me.
I got it.
Trying to shoot on the moment, but it's dying on me. All right, Muhammad, let's go. Action.
No, you don't understand. I was trying to reach the ultimate inner peace.
How you feeling about this scene?
I'm tired.
Tired? Choreograph wise, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you wish you could do more kicks?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna land. Top, and then you're down. Yeah. And that's it. 1,
Say it.
Never.
Say it.
I killed Mufasa.
And that's a wrap.
Hey, hey, backflip time.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is take all the footage that we got on here, even though it was a pain to shoot on the Moment app, but we're gonna put it together and edit on the phone. Let's go. Okay guys, so now that you filmed everything, you wrapped up, everybody's gone home, now it's time to edit your short film using your iPhone or your smartphone if you use Android. So let's go ahead and take out our smartphone and let's dive right in. Now for this particular shoot, I wanted to use the Moment app because A, I was using Moment lenses. They aren't sponsoring this video or anything like that. I personally enjoy them because of the quality the lenses have. They're not, you know, some cheap brand that you find online. These guys are legitimate. It's legit glass that you attach to your phone when you have the proper case so that you have that pristine, crisp quality image coming straight out from your phone. And when you edit it, it is absolutely clean and gorgeous. Now, I did have the Filmmaker Pro app before and it did have those same kind of features, but again, Moment did push the limit and the envelope to do something that was more innovative. And in my opinion, I feel like it's more user-friendly. It's easy to access all the different settings and features that you want so that you get the best clean picture out from your phone camera. But moving forward, now that you've filmed everything and you're ready to edit, let's go into movie editors. Now again, there are two that I personally like to use. Splice, which is my favorite, and iMovie if you are on iOS, it comes for free. And if you are an Android user, my apologies, I'm just kidding. But if you are using Android, I did put a link down in the description below for the 10 best apps to use for editing on your Android device. Although iMovie is free for iOS, Splice does require a subscription for you to use it, but I fortunately did have it for free before it was acquired by GoPro and they started implementing that you needed to have that subscription for you to use that app. So I'm fortunate that I still have it for free and I get the updates and all, so thank God. But moving on, I personally like to use Splice more because it has those advanced features and it gives me the look and feel that I want for my films. So let's go ahead and jump right into the app and see what we can do with Splice. So right there, we just click the plus button and start a new project. Again, I like Splice because it's very intuitive, user-friendly, and it gives you those professional tools to make your film the best looking film that you can. In terms of editing, in terms of color grading, so many powerful tools within this app. So what you do is you go through and you find the clips that you want, you select, blah, 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 and click next. You put your project title right there. We're gonna call this project Say It Part 2. Animate photos, yeah, you can check that if you want. The aspect ratio, obviously as a filmmaker, you record in 16:9 widescreen horizontally and click create project. And there it just lays it all out for you, clip after clip that you've selected, and it's very, very intuitive. For example, you use 2 fingers to zoom out from the project to see the entire thing. You can zoom very much in to almost frame by frame. You can start from the beginning, you can select your clip, and you can trim it by just holding down the edge and scooching it over like this to when you want to start the clip. You can click in between each clip. There's a default of no transition, but you can go in and you can see here, you can click type, and there's a plethora of different types of transitions. You have the flexibility to change the duration. So what's really awesome about Splice, compared in my opinion to other, editing apps, is this gives you so many tools that you need as a filmmaker. You have media right there. That allows you to import anything additional if you forgot to import some footage or photos, or in case you have to do a reshoot, you can go back and just import that into your timeline. Next is music. This thing is amazing. You have your own iTunes that you can select from, you can import music, and it has its own library of different genres for music. And that's just so convenient to have right there, that you can just plug and play whatever fits the theme of your short film. Next is the title. You want to put, the credits maybe at the end. You can put the titling in the beginning if you want. It's totally up to you, but you have that option, and it's just amazing. Sound effects, like music, has a library of different sound effects of all different types of categories. You just click, import, slide over, and that's it, you're done. You can adjust the volume of it, you can make it fade in, fade out. It's that easy, and kids love it. Next is voice. You can record your own voiceover if you'd like, if it's a narrative piece. Maybe you want to go for film noir or whatever the case may be, you have that option right there. And lastly, you have a text, just a simple text overlay. You can change the font, you can change the color, you can change the position, anything you'd like right there. So let's go ahead and select a clip and see the different options. Right there on the bottom row, you can see a lot of different tools to help you enhance or edit the footage that you need. Let's start with volume. You can adjust the volume, how loud and soft you want your sound to be. You can fade it in, you can fade it out right there. And then next is speed. You click the speed icon, and here you can adjust how fast and slow you want your clip to play back. Next is filters. This is my favorite. In Splice, it has its own library of different types of color grades, like Instagram, like Facebook. It's amazing what you can do with this. What's really cool about Splice is that once you select the different setting, and this applies across all different types of settings and changes that you make to your particular clip, you see this little icon that pops up in the left right corner. You click that and it allows you to apply to all, meaning that whatever settings that you made in this particular clip, it will apply to all the other clips in your timeline, which saves so much time, and it's amazing that it can just do that. Next is adjustment. So say after that you want to bring the exposure up, you need to adjust the contrast, the saturation, sharpness, temperature, the hue. It's all right there at your fingertips. Next is crop. If you want to fill in, you want to pinch in, zoom in or out, it's totally up to you. Next is transform. You can flip your image, you can make it flip horizontally, vertically, it doesn't matter, you can rotate it either way. I'm telling you, this app is just absolutely amazing and totally worth it if you use it on the regular. Next is animate. It has built-in the Ken Burns effect, where you can start from one position of the frame and then zoom in slowly as a nice, it's almost like dolly-like. Next is background. This is in case you need to move your frame smaller than the resolution or aspect ratio than it is, so you can color the different background whatever color you like. You have a whole panel right here, as you can see. The next feature is split. So say you need to just trim off a whole chunk because it was just too many mistakes in that same take. You just go to the point where you need to cut it and click split, and bam. Automatically just makes a new clip, and then you can just delete it. The next thing is duplicate. So you can select the clip that you already have and duplicate it as many times as you need, so that way in case you need to cut back to that same master shot, for example, you have that option right there in your workflow. And then lastly is delete. And then once you're done with your film, you've done all the titling, you've done all the sound effects, you've done everything that you can to make this your absolute masterpiece, the last thing you have to do is click the export button. Once you do that, you have this screen come up, and here you have your settings for how you want to export it. As a filmmaker, you obviously want to film in 24 frames a second, and then you want your film to be in 24 frames a second. And this gives you that option that you can export in NTSC film standard, which is 24p. If you need to do it in 60, you have that option as well. Next is resolution. I like to film in 4K. That's what my iPhone allows me to do, or whatever camera that you may have. You want to make it the best quality possible. So if you film in, let's say 1080p HD, make sure you export in 1080p HD. I like to film in 4K because it's more information in each pixel to have a nice, clean, clear picture. So I want to export in 4K. I click that, and then I hit save, and then off it goes. So once you've finished exporting your film, it's on your camera roll, you want to upload it to YouTube, and everything is great and dandy. You put your title, you put your description, but what if you want a custom thumbnail? There's a solution for that. For iOS and for Android users, there is an app called Fonto, a great app to make custom images and thumbnails for your YouTube videos and films. And it's very simple, very easy to use. You just upload a picture that you want as your thumbnail, add the text, a large library of different fonts. You can even install new fonts for your phone so that way you can use it in the app. And it's amazing how customizable it is. So once you do that, upload that, and then you're done. That's it. Now the next thing that I want to go over is what setup did I use for my iPhone to film this entire film. It's quite simple really. I used the 18mm wide angle from Moment using my iPhone 7. And I had attached for the microphone is the Rode VideoMic Pro. And instead of the regular attachment that it comes with, I had to order the TRRS cable so that way it can go into iOS devices or Android devices, because you need that third ring on the end tip so that you can input it as a microphone. But because iPhone 7 and higher models do not have a headphone jack, I have to have the additional dongle to plug that into the phone so that way I could use it with whatever app I was using. And to attach the microphone and to keep it in place, I have it attached to this phone adapter for a tripod. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, Ulanzi, I think, model ST03. A great, sturdy, compact tripod adapter for your phone, very adjustable for all different widths, and it has a hidden cold shoe mount so you can stick your microphones so that you don't have to hold it in the air or anything like that. Very useful, and I like it a lot. The other setup that I had for my iPhone for some of those shots was the Zhiyun Crane Smooth Q. And that was an amazing gimbal. Yes, it was a little heavy when I attached the lens, but I did have a counterweight to keep it balanced. And it worked perfectly fine. And I enjoy using that gimbal a lot whenever I have to for a shoot like that. To get those moving action shots, just love it. Love it, love it. Now, a quick little hiccup that I kept running into with the Moment app, and I can only say this because, again, I am not sponsored by them, but this is just my honest opinion, is that the app kept crashing on me whenever I needed it the most. And that was so frustrating because I was rushing against time. The sun was setting, I was losing light. Yes, granted, we didn't plan ahead for the fight choreography, but you can tell some shots were a lot darker than others because of trying to do certain stunts over and over and making sure we got the shot right. And so I hope that Moment resolves this issue in a future update, because it is frustrating when you're on set and everybody's waiting for you and you're like, sorry guys, my app is not working. And there were times where I had to use the iPhone camera app instead of the Moment app, even though I really wanted to use it. Another thing was that the battery was draining. I made sure that by the time I got to set and everybody was there, that my phone was 100%, and it was, but man, did it drain it. By the end of the shoot, I was at, I think, 12%, and that is not good, especially when I still had a few hours left in the day. What I'm saying is it shouldn't drain your phone if you want to use an awesome app like that. And so that's it, guys. That's how I filmed my first film using my iPhone 7. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'd really do appreciate it. Again, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost there, guys. I just need y'all's help. And make sure you have that post notification turned on down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.